Hi, everybody. Elaine Williams here. I am founder and creator of Captivate the Crowd and Camera Speaker Training Program. And I was going to shoot on my pro page, but something weird happened with my phone and Facebook. So I'm like, you know what? This is the time I have today, and I want to give you guys amazing value. So here we go. So a lot of people say, Elaine, I want to make videos, but I'm scared. A lot of people are like, nobody likes how they look or sound, but most people say, I don't know what to say. Which is funny because every coach and author and business owner who's heart-centered that I've worked with has so much to say, so much wealth and brilliant content. But what happens is when we get nervous, when we get confronted, we go, I'm a talker, clearly. And I remember one time I had like a gig in Maine, a gig in Vermont, a gig in Florida. I came to New Jersey and I had been in like 5 states in 4 days. And it was my last thing. And I remember, something happened and I was like, So, we can all get confronted or thrown. And so I have an amazing, very simple, hey, oh my God, Hunter, we worked together a few lifetimes ago. Hey, honey, good to see you. And hi, Marcia, good to see you too. So anyway, so I was working with this with my class last night, who are all brilliant and amazing heart-centered coaches and speakers and authors, very accomplished. And they have the same concern of like running out of things to say. So I always practice, like you always want to be saving, I have an inspiration file and an inspiration folder in all of my emails. But anytime I see a movie, read a book, a billboard, a bumper sticker, anything that I'm like, I know I can write more about that later, even if I don't have time now. So I just wanted to share, this is an exercise that we did last night. It's really fun and it's simple because one of the things, I teach a lot about physicality and getting out of your head. So that's one reason I sort of love those timed writing exercises. So take this and do this today or tonight. And I would love, love, love to hear what you come up with. Put your timer on your phone for 5 to 7 minutes. And I want you to think of a very simple formula before, what happened, and what it's like now. It's so simple, and you've heard this a million times, but when you're confronted or busy, it's easy to forget. So before, what happened, and what it's like now. And I want you to think of a time in your life, and I'd rather this be a story you haven't worked on that much. For instance, I've worked a lot on my getting sober, moving to New York, blah, 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 blah. But I don't share what it was like for me to do the New York City Marathon and all of the obstacles I had to overcome. And it was after 9/11. So it was really like poignant and moving and funny. And so I've been working on crafting more about that story. And the whole idea is that you paint the picture of where you were in your life. Not too many details, but we just want to get like a postcard shot of like, this is where I was, and then something happened, some transformational event. You met somebody, you got fired, you moved, you got sick, something happened and you had a shift. You had an aha moment. You had that light bulb. Woo! The angels appeared, something. And, for everybody, it can be different. For some people, it might be like a really simple, subtle realization. It could be a slow sort of thawing of something. Or it could be like, whoa, the red carpet and, just everybody has their own process. So the whole thing is you share that experience of hey, Victor, oh my God, all these funny people. Victor is so freaking funny. You should bring me to feature at your fabulous club in Staten Island. So, and then you want to paint the picture of what your life is like now, how it's transformed, how it's changed. So now you can hang out with your mother without wanting to shoot yourself in the foot. I'm just kidding, but what is it like now? So, and if you really think about it, you probably have 20 of these stories, if not about you, but about one of your clients or friends or people who you've helped or loved in the past. But we just forget. We forget sometimes we get caught up in like the marketing or the doing of our business or whatever. So again, put your timer on 5 to 7 minutes. And I want you to think of like before, picture postcard, what happened, the event, whether it was a big dramatic thing or a slow transformation and then what your life is like now. And it's really fun to do this. And just give yourself like 5 minutes. And then if you need 2 extra minutes, that's what we did last night. We were all writing and I was like, go. And then they were like, we need 2 more minutes. But it's amazing what you can create in that time. Because I don't know about you, I'm reading a lot with Steven Pressfield, Turning Pro, who he also wrote The War of Art. And he talks so much about resistance. And he talks about how sometimes when people would give him edits, he couldn't even understand them because he was so like freaked out by them. And I can so relate. Like, have you ever had something so confronting happen that you're like, I know you're speaking to me, but I cannot even, it's not registering what you're hearing. That's happened to me, well, yeah, a few times, you know, when it's just like, what? And so anyway, his stuff is so great, but he talks about resistance and how as a writer, you know, you want people to critique your work, but at the same time, it's really hard because it's like your baby, and that's how comedy is, and that's how, you know, your coaching can be. I'm always striving to be better and deliver more value, but at the same time, sometimes it's like, oh God, do I really want to hear more criticism today? Like, you have to be in the right space. But anyway, so that is just a great, great tip to work on writing under pressure, because you can really, when you can practice this muscle, you can churn out stuff. And if you are a heart-centered business owner, entrepreneur, you need to be writing content. You need to be sharing about your clients and your students. You need to be sharing about your transformation and your process. You need to be sharing about the service you provide. Maybe you're like, you know, Victor, he does all kinds of cool things with his comedy club in Staten Island. He has all kinds of events and parties and things going on. Leona has amazing products with Arbonne, and she also manages another thing. So, you know, you always want to be sharing the value that you're providing so that other people, if they need that, they can hear about it. You know, it's like, what problem are you providing? But today we're just talking about crafting quick stories, because if you can get in this habit, you will never not have something to say. You know, so many people say, I want to do video, Elaine. I want to do Facebook Lives, but then I feel like I don't know what to say, blah, 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 blah. So this is a really simple exercise, but it will put you on the path. Don't dismiss it because it's simple. It's very powerful. So just a quick recap in case you're just tuning in. And if you want to know other crafting ways, other stories, crafting story, things that I teach, go to captivatethecrowd.com, and there is a free gift. It is my Story Connect tool, and it is all about creating instant rapport and connection with any crowd right away, which is, it's magic. This is a magic tool. So that's another way. But if you're just joining us, I'm asking you to put on a 5-minute timer on your phone, turn off everything else, and I want you to craft a quick, and you can bullet point this. It doesn't have to be Shakespeare. Picture postcard of what your life was like before a transformational event or aha, then what happened. It can be a big aha, dramatic or slow, and then what your life is like now. And if it goes 5 minutes and you're like, give yourself 2 more minutes. That's it. This is just part of an exercise. There is a method to the madness. So that's enough for me today. I have a tight schedule. Thanks so much for watching. I hope that you've gotten a lot out of this. I really love sharing my content and what has worked for me for a long time with my speaking and performing. If you know somebody who is growing their business or wants help with speaking, please pass this on. Please share this. And I would love to hear from you about what you do to write. How do you craft your stories? If you're doing video, what works for you? And if you're not, we should talk. All right. Thanks so much. And I hope to see you on stage or screen soon. Bye for now. Thanks. Bye.